It was the morning of February 1st, 2025, in Ayodhya, India. A family wakes up early, and the head of the household asks his wife, "Where is our daughter?" The night before, their daughter had gone to attend a religious gathering in the village. As the night passed, one by one, everyone in the family went to sleep, assuming she would return. However, by morning, she was still not home. The last person to go to bed hadn't noticed her absence, assuming she would return on her own. But when the morning came and the family realized she was missing, worry started to set in. They asked the other girls in the house if she had come back, but they all denied seeing her. At first, the family thought she might have stayed at a friend's house due to the late night. But as time passed and there was no sign of her, concern turned into fear. They decided to ask the neighbors if they had seen her. The neighbors recalled spotting her at the event when it started, but did not see her after that. Hearing this, the family became even more anxious. They began searching for her throughout the village, asking everyone they knew, but no one had any clue. The situation quickly spread across the village, and soon everyone was talking about how she had been seen at the gathering, but disappeared afterward. Before starting the video, if you love your mother, type "I love you, mother" in the comments. If you don't comment, it means you don't love your mother. As the hours passed, the family's desperation grew. With no sign of their daughter, they finally decided to go to the police and file a missing person report. However, the police initially did not take the case too seriously, assuming she might have wandered off and would return soon. But that was not going to happen. Meanwhile, the family, now filled with fear, continued searching for her with the help of neighbors. They combed through every part of the village, questioning every possible acquaintance, but no clues emerged. Eventually, they decided to check a deserted area near a dried-up river, a place that had always felt eerie. And as they approached the location, as the search party reached the deserted area near the old peepal tree, one of them noticed something unusual. Lying motionless beneath the massive tree was a girl. As they stepped closer, their worst fears were confirmed. It was the missing girl. A chilling silence filled the air. The scene before them was horrifying. The girl was lifeless, and the state in which they found her sent shivers down their spines. The villagers, overcome with shock, rushed back to inform others. When her family arrived, her sister collapsed at the sight, unable to bear the grief. The villagers stood frozen, struggling to process the brutality of what had happened. Whispers spread through the crowd. What could have led to such a terrible fate? Who was responsible? The entire village was now demanding justice. What started as a simple disappearance had turned into a dark, terrifying mystery. But the real question remained: who did this, and why? Her clothes were torn and bloodied, but when the people approached to check her, they discovered something horrifying. Not only had her hands and feet been bound, but they had been broken. Her body was covered in injuries, with blood pouring from several parts, especially from her private area. It seemed that the excessive blood loss could have been the cause of her death. The police were immediately informed, and when they arrived, they took the body into their custody and sent it for a post-mortem. The family was devastated, grieving uncontrollably. At the same time, local elections were underway, and the area's representative, the MLA, was in town. Upon hearing about the brutal murder of the girl, he immediately visited the grieving family and met with the media. In his meeting with the press, he expressed his outrage, asking how anyone could commit such a heinous act against a village girl. He promised to leave no stone unturned in ensuring justice was served for her. Overcome with emotion, he struggled to find words for the cruelty of the crime. Emphasizing the severity of the situation, he raised the question: who could commit such a crime? And vowed to push for justice for the girl, no matter what. He also pointed out that 3 days had passed since the girl had gone missing, but no significant effort had been made to find her. This tragedy is not just a local incident, but one of the most heartbreaking events in India, and perhaps the world. The maid, a heartfelt plea to the media, both national and international, to visit the house where a mother had carried her daughter for 9 months, only to lose her in such a horrific manner. You fight for her. You will fight that battle. No, let us go. Let us speak in the Delhi Parliament. We'll present our case in front of Prime Minister Modi and demand that he resign. The situation started escalating, with political parties getting involved. The murder case quickly became a topic of political debate, and various political groups started making tweets and statements. Some spoke out, others remained silent. The pressure kept mounting on the police, who had no choice but to intensify their investigation. During this time, a crucial CCTV footage surfaced, which would eventually solve the entire case. That night, when the village was hosting a religious gathering, 3 men, Digvijay Singh, Vijay Sahu, and Hariram, were passing by when they crossed paths with the girl. These men, intoxicated from alcohol, were heading home. As soon as they spotted her, they took control of the situation, overpowering the girl and dragging her into a nearby school. As the investigation continued, it was revealed that these 3 men took her to the school bathroom, where they assaulted her. The brutality they inflicted was beyond anything imaginable. The police uncovered the horrific details during their questioning. The investigation led to the arrest of the 3 men, and as the truth unfolded, the full extent of the crime became tragically clear. The girl's body, discovered later by the police, confirmed the shocking events. So, when the police arrived and examined the area, they discovered the girl's clothes scattered around, and a significant amount of blood had spilled. This blood loss was likely the result of the brutal assault she endured from the 3 men. During the investigation, the men confessed to being laborers who drank alcohol after their work, returning home late at night when they encountered the girl. They went on to explain that they had taken control of the situation when they saw her and led her to the local school. In the school bathroom, they assaulted her. The brutality of their actions shocked everyone involved in the case. Further investigation revealed that one of the men, Digvijay Singh, knew the girl's father well. It was suspected that this personal connection might have played a role in luring the girl. Interestingly, it was also found that there had been a recent fight between Digvijay and the girl's brother, where the brother had beaten him up badly. Some believe that Digvijay might have sought revenge through this horrifying act. But whatever the motive, no one could justify the brutal murder of an innocent girl. The police arrested all 3 men, and interrogations continued as the case unfolded. Many people in the community were outraged, demanding that these men face the strictest punishment. There was a growing call for them not to be pardoned or allowed to stay in jail, but to face the harshest penalty possible. This case serves as a grim reminder that sometimes we can't even trust those close to us. It's crucial to stay vigilant and take care of yourself and your loved ones. Sadly, many similar cases have surfaced recently, where people placed their trust in others, only to have that trust shattered in the most horrific ways. What do you think about this incident? What punishment do you think the accused should receive? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the way the story was told, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the True Crime Thrills for more twisted cases like this from around the world. Until next time, stay tuned for another shocking case with a new twist.